So just like there is an introduction before learning each Perek of Pirkey Avos in Shul, after learning each Perek of Pirkey Avos, there is a short quote from a second Mishnah that is said from the end of Meseches Makkos. And it starts with the words Rabbi Chananyah Ben Akashya. Let's read that Mishnah here. Rabbi Chananya Ben Akashya Omer, Rabbi Chananya Ben Akashya says, Rotza HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, Hashem, wanted, Lezakos es Yisrael, to increase the zechusim means merits, of Bnei Yisrael, meaning that he wants Bnei Yisrael to deserve more reward. So what did Hashem do to make sure that Bnei Yisrael would deserve more reward? Lefichach hirbo lahem, he increased for them. Lefichach means therefore he increased for them Torah or mitzvos, a lot of Torah and a lot of mitzvos. Hashem gives us a big Torah to learn and many mitzvos to keep. Why so many? Why are there things there even that we would do them anyway? Some of them are mitzvos. For example, not to steal. We're not allowed to steal. Hashem gives us a mitzvah not to steal. Eating bugs. Most of us want to eat bugs, but Hashem gives us a mitzvah not to eat bugs. Why? So we get a lot of reward. Shenamar, as it says in a pasuk, Hashem chafetz, Hashem wanted Laman Sidko, to increase Bnei Yisrael's being righteous, for the sake of Bnei Yisrael's righteousness. Yagdol Torah v'yadir, to increase Torah and to strengthen it, to make the Torah glorious. So we say this Mishnah after learning Pirkei Avos. One of the Sforim I read says it's because it's a siman tov, it's a good sign. It didn't explain what that means. I'm guessing it means that there might sometimes be, let's say, a Mishnah that ends with, let's say, a down note. Or if you're learning, we say it after other learning as well. Let's say you're learning something that, for whatever reason, it might end on a down note. This is an upbeat message. Perhaps that's what it means by saying it's a siman tov. Another reason we say this Mishnah after learning is so it allows us to say a Kaddish DRabbanan, which is a special Kaddish we say after Torah learning. The Kaddish DRabbanan was set up to be said after non-halachic learning. And it talks about and praises the Rabbanan, the people who learn Torah. And so this is a non-halachic piece of learning. It doesn't talk about a halacha, you must do this, you must do that. It just says how great it is to learn Torah. So this is an appropriate, and it's a short piece of Torah that people could say Kaddish on. So we say it after the Perek Avos, and we say the Kaddish DRabbanan after that. That's the official reasons. There's another reason I'm going to suggest on my own, and it's based on the Rambam to the Mishna Meseches Makkos, and it also follows up to what we said the reason is for the introduction of Kol Yisrael Yeshayahu Chelek L'Olam Haba when we introduce each Mishnah, each Perek of Pirkey Avos. We said that why do we introduce each Perek of Pirkey Avos with the idea of Kol Yisrael Yeshayahu Chelek L'Olam Haba? That was because there are some people that might be discouraged when they read the Pirkei Avos and think, oh no, I'll never get Olam Haba. I won't. How can I live up to the standards of these Mishnayos? So we say every Jew gets a Chelek and Olam Haba. So what does the Rambam say is the reason for, or the explanation of Rabbi Chananyah Ben Akashya's statement when he says Hashem wants us to have a lot of merits? There is an idea, he says, that one really wants to get a significant portion or a special portion, Olam Haba, that it's important that he does his mitzvos l'shem shemayim. That's the way to really deserve it. And the problem is most people can't live up to that standard. How am I going to do a mitzvah? You know what it means to do a mitzvah 100% just because Hashem wants it and for no other reason, not because I'm embarrassed if I don't do it, or I'll be punished if I don't do it, or because it's so much fun eating matzah or whatever it is. It tastes good, or it's, it's a party for some like Purim, or because I want the reward on Olam Haba. But no, to do a mitzvah 100% just because Hashem wants you to do it, that's very hard. And so the Rambam says that Hashem gave us a lot of Torah and mitzvahs. So sometime throughout our lives, there'll be at least one occasion when we do the mitzvah 100% properly, just for the sake of Hashem, and we'll get that special reward. So again, I'm suggesting that when we say this, Rabbi Chananyah Ben Akashya, it might be because somebody will say, you know what, I just learned those Pirkei Avos, and it's a very high standard. There's no way I can do that. And so we finish off Rabbi Chananyah Ben Akashya Omer, and with this understanding of the Rambam, we can say that no, it's almost impossible that I can't do at least one mitzvah in my life the proper way. And that again is an upbeat message for the idea of when we read Perek Avos, coming to understanding of what's required of us just to do our best. All right, then we could start the Mishnayos.